Good morning guys, and happy Easter Sunday. It's the 4th of April 2021. Hope everybody's staying safe, being practical and keeping themselves out of harm's way. So I had a really good day yesterday. Just spending some time with the family. Really enjoyed it and had a nice rest. Just what the doctor ordered. This morning I came up, it's dull and overcast, very cool. Looks like it's threatening to rain, but I'm going to try and get the door on the greenhouse today if I can, and even if I just do that and nothing else, I'll be a happy chappy. So this morning we came up and fed and watered the birds, and those 4 frill stencil satin nets that we bought, the last lot, then we put 2 more in there. We took a hen, because we lost the blondinette cock, we took his hen and put her in there. And then we had a satinette believed cock that was sort of in with the frill stencils, didn't know where it was going, trying to get back in a box that it had originally. And I believe that one's a cock. And we put that one in there as well. So that puts a total of 6 in that shed. Well, I went in this morning and there's 2 eggs on the floor. And they were sitting over them. So I'm thinking one of them is definitely a cock. So what I've done is that because they're laid round about the same time as the black, a day or 2 apart, I've took the eggs off the blacks and put them in a nest pan and put them on the floor in there for them, because I want the frill stencils more than the blacks, if they're full and if there is a cock in there. And I've taken the eggs out of that loft and put them under the blacks. 1 or 2 things could potentially happen. If the blacks are full this time, then the short beaks should be able to rear them. If both of those eggs are clear and there isn't a cock in there, and they're both clear that I've just put under the blacks from the frill stencils, then further down the line when we see the eggs of the blacks are full, we can take 1 away and put it under the blacks to let them rear 1. And then it's only 1 each on each nest. We'll see how that goes, guys. I found a ring underneath this aviary out here. Just 1 ring out of all those that I lost. I found 1. So I've just been back in there now, and the last youngster under the ice blues split barless needed its last, it was the last one to be rung, so I've just put a ring on that one now, and that should stay put now. It's 2 days behind its nestmate, so at being rung, and that's still got its ring on, so it should now stay on there. And it was a little bit of a tighter squeeze today, so with a bit of luck that ring will stay put. And that's everything in there with the exception of the satinette and white toy check youngster, single youngster, which we decided we were deliberately not going to put a ring on. Not the first one anyway, so we'll see how thick the legs turn out. And some of the other pairs, like the Qualmond and the frill stencil white bar cock with the Andalusian hen, are showing and the white bar cock are showing signs of wanting to go down on a second nest. So what I might do later today is I might get some clean nest pans, clean nest felts and some straw, and we'll put a nest pan in the opposite side of the box, and they'll probably go and lay in those pans. I see the cocks are actually driving the hens, so there's a good possibility they want to lay again. And whilst there's 2 youngsters on the nests, then the hens won't lay. They'll probably try and lay on the grill anyway. So we'll give them a bit of a clean underneath. We'll put some clean nest pans in there and let them get going on the second round. Going to have this cup of coffee, guys, and then I'm going to try and beat the rain and make this door for the greenhouse. I'll see you later, guys. Right guys, we've got our frame made for the door, as you can see, and we built this up we used a couple of the old blocks off the pallets just to build this up a bit more, but I couldn't build it any higher than that, otherwise we'd have lost the height on the top and I'd have been banging my head as I went in the greenhouse. So we're probably not going to get flags down here after all. I'm probably going to have to just cover it with sawdust and wood chip in the end. What you'll see here is on the back side here, I'm going to put that green netting on for airflow. And then you'll see I've made a bit of a frame just using some offcuts of 3x2 and angled them out. And then we just put some lat across the bottom, one across the centre to take the support of the plastic. But if you look down here now, you'll be able to see that basically we will have that gap right across the bottom for airflow to come in under here once we've clad this with our plastic sheet. So we'll get that done, guys, and we'll have a look later, guys. Right, guys, and there's the first part done. Good and strong. And now you can see the effect. So basically this is where the air will come under here and into the greenhouse. And then we'll put some netting on the back of here to stop midges and things. I might even put a little bit of wire netting on the bottom of there just to stop mice or rats coming in as well. And we're going to do a very similar thing with the top, but we're going to come out further to let even more air blow in. So we're going to have to cut some of this old plywood or something like that so we can get a steeper slope. It's not going to be quite that exaggerated, but something like that. Right, all guys, I'll see you later. Right, guys, on the inside of the greenhouse now, and there's the door finished. I'll just give you a little bit of closer look. So as you can see, we've got our draft coming from the bottom with a narrow gap, and then up here we've got a good 4-inch gap of air all the way through. And we basically just cut some old plywood that we had lying about and put an angle on it and came out a total of 6 inches, which with this leaves us with a 4-inch gap. And I simply cut an angle on that and brought it in to the top of the door. Now, because we've got an angle on our roof for rain to run off, the square of our door is there, but I actually made the door to the contour of the greenhouse, and that lat was so we could get the sheets on straight. Put a little turn catch on the inside here so that it opens, so we can close it from the inside, and another little turn catch on the outside for now. I've ratched everywhere for bars and I can't find any, and I'll probably drive a screw through there as well just in case the girls get up, until I can get a bar, and then our bar will sit on here and snack in there. So what I'm going to have to do with this bit here is one of two things. I can either put a piece of this green tarpaulin and cut the shape of this and overlap it down to the bottom of this here and put a lath over the top to screw down onto there as well. Or we can cut a piece of this, or 2 pieces of this now, and measure it so we cut that on an angle so that it slopes down. And that's probably the way I'm going to go with this, guys. So just that little bit to finish off now, and even if I get nothing else done today, I'm a happy chappy. And there we go, guys, we've got it finished. So we just cut a little piece out of the scraps that we had off cut, and we've had to actually join it in 2 bits because it just wasn't quite the width of the door, and slide that bit under the back, plenty of screws in, and then overlap that. But there we go. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but strong, rugged, really strong door, substantial timbers. And there we go, all done. At least it'll stop the rain driving in that top piece now. So there we go. As a result of having this completely sealed up, you can see we've got some condensation on the roof, and I really don't want that dripping off on the trees. And I'm hoping that's not going to be a problem now we've got some airflow in here. And I'm thinking I might just do the vent in this backside here as well, in a similar way to how I've done this here. Rather than have an open window, what we'll do is we'll make a big wide vent on that back, really broad one, and then we'll mesh this side again, like we said, but just have it as a permanent fixture, so we've got airflow coming in and up, so you create that through flow, so you're getting it from below and midway, but you always go from bottom to top to give you a proper airflow. Now, because our winds are southerly, which is this way, we should have a constant airflow in here, which should be good for the trees and any plants. Yes, it'll be cold when it's really, really windy, but I'm not going to be putting delicate plants in here unless it works out okay. But the trees will stand it no problem whatsoever, even down to -5s. So, a nice airflow up there. Right guys, I'm going to crack on while I've still got some energy and some motivation. I'll catch you later. Right guys, we've got the door done, and I've just cracked on, and we've now got a window in the back as well now. Now it doesn't open up, I haven't made it open, because there's more than enough air coming in here. As you can see, there's a good hand span there, and the draft that's coming up here is absolutely fantastic. As it happens, the wind's coming this way to this today, so the wind's coming in here and it's circulating round the greenhouse now. Now we do still need to get some wire netting stapled on here, just to stop birds coming in, or rats, rodents, things like that. Likewise on the bottom of the little strip on the bottom of the door there, and more probably do it here as well, and then we can get the screeding, green screeding on the back of here as well for insects. Try and stop insects as much as we can coming in. Yeah, I'm rather pleased with how that worked out. I'm going for a cup of coffee guys, I'm choking for a drink. Right guys, I decided I wasn't quite happy with the roof. Now, between this middle beam in the back, there's a good 4 foot. And as you can see, there's quite a lot of flex in this roof, and if we get any winds, especially now blowing through here, it could start pushing up on these sheets if we get some gales. So what I've done here, you can see, I got on the top and I just screwed some lats to each of these beams, into these beams on the top to span across, which makes them far more rigid. You've only got this little 2 foot gap now and a 2 foot gap, and that makes them far more rigid. Just another little extra, hopefully windproof protection I decided on, and it's just for the price of a few lats. It makes all the difference guys, to the strength. So I'm going to get the back ones done here now, and then I'm going for my coffee. Right guys, we've got the back ones on as well now. So now we've got supports every 2 feet for the entire length of the 8 foot span. I think you'll agree, it's starting to look rather good. It's a good growing area. 12 feet by 8 feet wide. Yes, it took a little while, not that bad really, considering my health, and you know, so a normal guy with good health could knock this up in, realistically, 2 full days. If you have all the timbers and materials on hand, I reckon a guy could knock this up, and I'd done this all but almost single-handedly with ill health. So yeah, I reckon a normal guy with good health could do this in, or girl could do this in about 2 days flat. It's taken me a couple of weekends and a few hours here and there, but pleased with the result guys. Still got 1 or 2 little jobs to do, so we still need to get lats on the outside down here, and down each of our beams we need to get lats like this over the plastic to secure the windows as well. And I'm thinking I might just do that once I've had a cup of coffee. I'm going for a cup of coffee now guys, see you later. Finally, a cup of coffee. Oh, that's nice. Right, it's now 3 p.m. in the afternoon. For those who don't already know, I have ill health, and basically I can only do a little bit at a time and then get out of breath. I get short of breath and lack energy. So basically I just can only do a little bit at a time. And we got up here about 9:30 this morning. But by the time I'd done the chickens, fed and watered all of those, fed and watered all the pigeons, done the rings, swapped the eggs about, etc. And we got over in that grown here, it was about 10:30 again. And it's taken me from 10:30 till 3 p.m. just to make that door, put that window in, and put those lats on the roof. But I'm happy now because basically I've got a door on there, I've got an airflow going in there, I can get in and out now. I'm not having to unscrew boards and lift them out and things like that. So it's a usable commodity now. Yes, it wants titivated and it wants finishing touches put to it. But the thing is, I've now got the greenhouse. Excuse me, complete. Still need to get a little rotavator in there and dig that mound up, and then we need to try and level it out a bit in there, and that'll be a marathon on its own. But yeah, we'll need to get to doing that, but it'll have to be when I'm feeling a bit better. The last couple of days as well, it's ironic. The last time I took some leave, I didn't feel too well, and I've took some leave again this time, and I'm not really myself. I'm not really feeling well, so the fact that I'm getting anything at all done is a massive, massive bonus. I'm not complaining. It's just the way things are, and it's just how they've turned out. I'm going to have this cup of coffee, and then perhaps going to go and cut those few lats for the time that it might take, and get them screwed into place, just in case this weather does turn tomorrow and the day after, and we do get the gales that they've forecast. And then I'll feel a little bit better in the knowledge that potentially the plastic and the roof and everything will stay put, and the door. And then it'll just be a hoping and praying game, guys. I'm going to have this cup of coffee, and then I'm going to crack on, and then I'm going to wrap it up for the day. I'll see you later, guys. Right, guys, we've got the front finished off as well. So we've got these little pieces put in here just to finish it off. And we've got the framing and the buttons across the top, down the middles, as you can see. And we finished off with the 3x2 on that end as well, which has given this entire polytunnel its strength. It's solid, rock solid now, guys, rock solid. Just tidies that up a bit as well. I'll probably continue down with a lot down there, and one down there and one down there, just to fix the visqueen to the pallets as well, and just to tidy that up slightly as well. I'll see you later. Right, guys, that's it, we're finished. Finishing touches are all done. We've got our laths all the way down now, even down over the pallets, just to make it tidy. Everything's secured. We've even got round these windows here done. Likewise here. And right across the back. And all the way down here as well, guys. So, good jobbed. I'm pretty exhausted now, and it's 4:30. Going to put all the tools away, have a cup of coffee, final round up, and I'm going home. See you later, guys. Right, guys, it's 5:15 now. By the time I put all the tools away, collected everything up, tidied the wood up and everything, got over here and made a cup of coffee. It's now 5:15. I'm absolutely exhausted again. I'm a glutton for punishment, I really am. I think what I might just do, I've still got 3 days left of my holiday, and I think I might just tomorrow pop up, put some clean nest balls in this stock loft, which I was going to do today, but I don't have time now, so that those birds can get on the second round of eggs. And especially if the weather's bad, I might not even do that tomorrow if the weather's bad, but maybe it will be, and that'll be my incentive to stay in the house and have a rest. I don't know when you're going to get your next update, guys, but hope you enjoyed this one. I'll give you more as and when I'm able to get more done, guys. For now, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, be practical, and keep yourselves out of harm's way. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys.